Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Kilobyte Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. Um, Today we're taking a look at a couple of things, mostly my ability to tolerate requests. No, I say that as if it's a bad thing, but really it's not a tolerate. I was honestly running out of ideas of what to do because I only have so interest in so many different planets, and one of my watchers, whose name I know off the top of my head, chilling all day, hello, greetings, everyone wave to him, has asked me several times, once you are done rescuing your Kerbals on Lathe, will you please get your fat ass to Pole? Now, of course, he didn't say it that way. He said it more like, please go to Pole, I will love you forever. Um, Not even really. But yeah, point being is he would very much like me to go to Pole, and I had an idea. Uh-oh, 4K. I had an idea. I had this idea, and then I watched Jeff Major do the same idea. By the way, more parts, ignore them for now. They're part of something that I downloaded, and I have no idea what the hell it is. Oh, this is the radial winch. Fernell, I know the last part of your handle, I apologize. Fernell asked me to download this and check it out. Downloaded it, have not checked it out. I will, I promise. Not part of this video. Thank you. Um, and then there's some like, yeah, anyway, these are all parts of that. Chilling All Day has asked me to go to Pole, and what I did is I looked at Jeff Major's video, and Jeff Major, what he did is he built little probes, right? And these little probes, wow, it's huge. These little probes were built specifically to go to other planets and will crash into them, basically. Which I guess would be okay, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to just crash probes into another planet. So I wanted to build probes, but I needed a reason to, and I didn't have one. But now I do. I'm being asked to go to Pole, which is another moon of Lathe. There are, in fact, I don't know why I know I'm building this right now. My apologies. There are several moons of Lathe. Excuse me. There are not moons of Lathe. There are several moons of Jewel. Have I been saying that this whole time? Like a dork? Anyway. No, there are several moons of Jewel. And because there are several moons of Jewel, and I want to check them all out, what we need to do is I need to center my view not on a Kerman. I'm going to end up going to like Dillis or something and flying Dillis. So we're going to fly Dillis for a moment. We're going to fly Dillis for a moment. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to check out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, my landing gear is still down. I guess I could put those up. Switch over and just put those up. Out of the way, Dillis, you're going to get run over. Okay, so Dillis is out here chilling. I may bring Dillis some like food or a little house or something, or maybe I'll bring the winch over and drag his home back closer to here. But anyway, we're not going to discuss that. That is not the point of this. That is not the point of this. Stop talking. Okay, now my point is there are several moons to Jewel, and I figure that we can map all of them. Yeah. So we've already mapped Lathe, closest one. So then we got Val, Tylo, Bop, and Pole. So that's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 probes. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to build 4 separate probes, attach them to a probe ship, bring the probe ship out to Jewel, orbit it somewhere. It really doesn't matter how I orbit it, I think, as long as I get it into some semblance of an orbit. I think somewhere along this planar will be good, because that'll give us 2 moons at least, and the other 2 we can figure out later. Get it either around Jewel or around Lathe, or maybe around Val or Tylo, one of these flat planar moons, and then launch the probes out and go zoop, 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 zoop to these different places. And I don't know what that. Oh, that's a rucksack. Hey, rucksack, way out there by Drez. And have them map all these little planets, and then I can, or excuse me, all these little moons, and then I don't know if Chilling wants me to take a Kerbin. I assume he wants a Kerbin on Pole, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with doing that, but I'm not sure if that's going to be part of the plan. But we are going to do the probe thing, so that's what our current I guess our current video is going to be is the designing, building, and launching, testing. I think this video will be testing of probes, and I don't want to stay Putnik. Honestly, I don't like that little ball thing. We need MechJeb. It would get us MechJeb, but I don't want 4 MechJebs eyeballing me all the way to Jewel. That's just, I guess we could use this one, the generic mini pod. I actually downloaded a few more of these, but that were created by the same guy who did like the screenshot system. I don't remember. I just downloaded it like 5 minutes ago, but they weren't packed properly. in the folders, and I wasn't sure where all the parts went, so I was like, nope, not going to deal with that right now. So my laziness on that one. But we're going to test these little guys out. We're going to see what we can get them to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting like a mech jeb on each of these. So let's find mech jeb's brain. Uh-oh. Oh, did I crash already? No, I couldn't have crashed already. Okay, something went wrong. Damn it. Or did it? Oh, I don't know what that was. Something popped up. Something went... I apologize. Something popped up, went weird on my computer, and like now my utility thing is stuck. And you know what I think it is? Yeah, this thing, the screenshot bolt. You can take screenshots. It's a bolt. Honestly, it's a bolt. Anyway, I think it was, yeah, it wasn't... Okay, now this is going to be screwing with me this whole time. Okay, if this thing keeps screwing with me, I'm going to have to fix it. But for now, what we want to do is I want to test some builds. I'm not sure, like, these things are going to have to be interplanetary, and I'm not sure they're going to, like, intermoonitary. Yeah, these things aren't going to be good enough for intermoonitary. That's pretty beefy. That's pretty beefy right there, right? That's pretty beefy, isn't it? Well, let's see. Let's see. We're gonna need the brain. We have the brain. Yay, we have a brain. Okay, so it looks like somebody did some adding of things. They made bigger things. Okay, yeah, that was for another mod I downloaded. Haven't tested it, not going to use it. Too big. We'll deal with it later. As soon as I learns how to speak. Okay, now I'm still looking for mech jeb. Okay, yeah, something is going really weird in the back of my machine. Don't know what it is. Honestly, don't care. And I'm gonna have to really make this thing like smaller because this is 1.4 tons on its face. That's 50. How much is this? 1.5. No. 77 seconds of burn, 2,916. Possibly good enough to get us into orbit? Maybe. But it'd have to be really good. I mean, I'd have to be super good. Like, almost perfect good. You know, that impossible thing I can't really do that much. And I need a couple... I need to see what the massive weight on this thing will be. Okay, that's just annoying me. I will be right back. I gotta figure out what the hell that crap is. Okay, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm back. I think I figured out what was causing the issue. I hope I did. I'm not 100%. If it keeps messing up, we will have to fix it. Now, we want these things as light and as cheap as possible. Let's see. How big is this? This is... don't care. 0175, 002, 0175, 002. So, slightly heavier for the slightly larger ones. I've been using the small ones. No need to not do that now. Or these... No, these small ones are the new ones, aren't they? The alternate configuration of the SP model both with photovoltaic Oxford similar design to the SP series solar panels, but without heavy casing. These are new. Or maybe not. I don't know. I've never seen them before. I'm looking at them going, I've never seen this before. Don't care. I need light, right? Right. So if we're going light, let's go light. Let's not screw around. We also need you. One of you. Just one of you. Not... Uh-oh. Looks like we have a texturing issue. Oh, texture issue fixed. Cool. Alright, one of those. And I guess we need a... No, we have a mech jeb. Take this mech jeb off. Screw that. We'll go old school mech jeb. Yeah, just like we did with our little ship. Oh, this may pose a problem. Yeah. Just realized that too, I know. Gonna have to go with brain mech jeb because we need a place to plant the doohickey, the thingamajigger, the whatchamacallit, the new... Yeah, that thing. The detach and fly away thing. The decoupler. Coupler. Okay. So that's probably going to be what our probes look like, I guess. Little brain probes. Ugly as all hell. Without question, they're ugly as all hell. But if it works, we can attach it to a ship. That's probably not going to work. Let's do it like this. We're going to take the decoupler off because we don't need it. And we're just going to put one of these on, like this, just to hold it. And that's how we're going to test it. We're going to test our little probe. Okay, so it's 2.2 tons, so we will have 4 of these, and that will be 4 tons total. Just for the probes. But this isn't going to be a very heavy ship other than the probes and the, yeah, the probes and the fuel to get us out into the space place. So we've already called it test probe because I had to go and check that thing, and we're going to launch and hopefully we don't crash. So I will see you guys actually out there on the launch pad because I do have to pause here just in case I do crash. So I'll be right back. Alright everybody, out on the launch pad, MechJeb is alive and well. We are alive and well as well. I want to extend these to see what they are, maybe how big they are, how ugly they are. It looks like they're the side-by-side 6s. I am absolutely okay with that. Actually, it looks kind of nice, really. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay. Now, we want to test our clamp killing us. We want to test our clamp killing us. I kind of want to test how long these engines burn. Strangely enough, I know it says right here with MechJeb, it says 2441 meters a second for 77 seconds, but that's at a thrust to rate ratio of 2.4 at 1 Kerbal gravity. It will be different out there in space. Not much though with Joule and everything else, so we may actually not make it. I don't know. Let's halfway throttle and let's just go ahead and yeah. So let's see. Oh, I ripped off my solar panels. Okay. So atmospheric flight not great for this little guy. That's okay. I'm not really doing it much. So we did rip off. I really feel really crappy. Ripped off my solar panels, but knowledge. We've learned something. Okay, so 2.97, 2.93, not bad. I don't know. I think I just want to kind of see how high I can get this little guy. That's really my main goal right now, is just see how high I can get him. Because as his thrust to weight ratio increases, the burn becomes more efficient. Yeah. Because I just kind of want to see how high I can get him, maybe how far I can get him. At this speed, it might turn out to be this is all we need. But I don't want to send 4 of these little guys out there just to have them kerplow, you know? Just have them not work in the long run. Okay, so my thruster rate is now 4. I'm actually high enough to start an orbital burn, believe it or not. Little tough up here though, but we'll go ahead and roll it over a little bit. Oh, he does not want to roll over. Hey, look, there's the moon way over there. Okay, yeah, I actually had to slow down my speed and force my hand in order to do it. Whoa, sunlight too. Look at that, moon, sun, edge of Kerbal, totally awesome. Totally pretty. Okay, so there we go. We're done accelerating. Let's check our map. Let's see where we are. So that little itty bitty bit of rocket fuel got us from the ground to 31,000 feet. Excuse me, meters. 31,000 meters. But that's really pretty. Yeah, super pretty. I love how it glows like that. I really do. I love atmospheric glows in this game. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm going to say, probe-wise, highly functional. Not perfect, but highly functional. So if we take 4 of these little guys out, I don't know. They may work. If not, we'll have 4 probes that we can do something with. I hope. So let's go ahead and end this flight and head back inside, and I will see you guys there. Alright everybody, back inside. We're going to build a ship that will then take those ships to where we need to go. And once again, we want to do this as light as possible. So this is half the mass of those. But we want to use those because of MechJeb. We're going to use this to build ourselves a ship similar to the ones we've been using, similar to the Hitchhiker. We're going to use a Hitchhiker unit, or at least something close to a Hitchhiker unit, really, is what we're going for. We're not going to be docking those units. We're going to take them all up at once. I'm hoping that that is what we're going to be able to do. I am also not taking RCS fuel right now. Maybe later. Not right now. So what we need... Now we got there using 2 of these. Not one of those, thank you. 2 of these. And 1 of these. We got all the way... No. One of these big ones. Yeah. We got all the way to Joule last time using that, and that. And all we did is burn out one of these and used half of this. Now, if we decrease the amount of fuel we're actually carrying by, say, oh, I don't know, that much, that might actually work for us. Just bam, just like that. Done. Might work for us, might not. Might backfire, kicks right in the teeth. Don't know. Actually, I was going to try. I was, because of the way this is designed, I kind of need this big tank. But I was going to try to design a multi-stage rocket. Like, have an interim rocket, like with nuclear engine, that would get us to Joule more efficiently. Something like here. I will demonstrate so that everyone can see what I'm talking about really quick here. Okay, well, it's fighting me again. I do not know why it's doing that. Stop doing that. You're annoying me. So say, for instance, something along the lines of that, right? And then from here, we would put, say, a very angry program, or i.e. a decoupler. And then underneath this, we would put, say, now we used one of these big tanks, like half of one of these big tanks to get out there. So we might have to use something similar, right? But one of those big tanks is really for these, and for these is for these. Right? Right, KB? Yeah, told you. And if that's the case, well, we'd still have to use one of these, I think. So like this, maybe? No, that's right, because we'd have to use not as much to get out there, because we wouldn't be slowing down or anything. So like one of those. What is that? One of those is one of these? Two of these. So I don't know, nuclear rocket might almost be just worth this. It might almost be just needed, you know, only needing that. I don't know. I haven't done the appropriate math, I guess you could say. I also have to find the nuclear rocket because everything's been moved slightly. So like this. And then put a where we go. This might be too heavy. I think I might be overthinking this. We may just have to go back to the hitchhiker and be done with it. But you know, I'm kind of thinking, working here. Like I'm trying to do something different while I'm doing something the same. So like this. So we have the nuclear rocket. This nuclear rocket gets us out there. This slows us down for like an orbital maneuver or something. And underneath that, then we have the get us the F into space rocket part, which is this bit. And then we're not going to do the asparagus right now because I'm testing this. Yeah, I think my game's just trying to load all that extra crap I just installed, and it's like, wait. I'm okay with that. As long as it's not crashing, I am absolutely okay with that. So something like this, you know, something asparagus-ish. I know that's right, but it looks wrong. Okay. So say like this, and then like this, and then we'll ignore that for now, and then we say this rocket pops, this rocket goes off, this rocket pops, this rocket goes off. And we have no mech jeb. Mech jeb, we need you temporarily though. We just need you for some numbers here, buddy. So give us some numbers there, mech jeb. 300.55 tons, usually it's 320, 3.56 thruster weight, nice. 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. 4,000 is nice. 4,000 is basically, 1 second. When we went out there last time, we had 10,000 and we used 4. We had 6,000 left when we got done. So if I take one of these tanks and see what happens there, 6,000. 6,000 is closer. That tank is so ugly though. It really is like this bulbous thing. 6,000 is nice. 6,000 is very nice. I don't know what my thrust to weight ratio would be at that point. I guess I could take this off and find out. 0. 0.43. Well, that's on planet. Off planet would be much better. But yeah, something like that. Something very simplistic. Something not akin to the hitchhiker system. but close to it, you know? That big bulbous tank in the middle there. I could chain 2 of these together, which would be the same thing, but then that would make the rocket super, super long. And I like shorter rockets. I do. I like shorter rockets rather than the big long ones. So let's clamp some things on here really quick. Hopefully I can build this the way I want to, because it's very difficult if you can't. So that's 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. So like this, we're going to clamp them to the fuel tank. And then I don't know if I can do this. I think I can. If it's not going to fight me, I can. It may fight me, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Okay, now can I... See, I've had problems with this before where you can't snap things like this to the side here. Or can you now? No, it's going to want to do it like that. Well, we have an alternative. We do. Always an alternative. And actually, this is the way I think I had it in my head before. Was just to use 4 of these. Because they're not coming back. They're not redocking. This is a launch platform only, right? And if that's the case, then we can do this. Come on. Come on. There you go. I don't know what's causing that, and I do apologize for the lag. I don't want to quit out, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying. Okay, and we agreed on these tiny tanks, right? These tiny little tanks, because that's going to be like 4 tons a piece, or 4 tons for the total. So there's that, and then we want to go... I don't know if I can do this, but we'll try. So 4 of these. And then from there we want to go 4 batteries. We need 4 batteries. That's under utility, and whenever I go to utility it freaks out. Oof, yeah, it doesn't like that new mod I downloaded, so... Not very much anyway. Okay, then go back to here, and we want... Nope, we want command pods. 4 command pods! Where are you little guys? There you are. So 4 of these. Okay, this is working out for us. This is nice. This is actually kind of functioning a little bit. We need those solar panels now. Yes, yes, next page. Load the next page. Alright. And we wanted, yeah, these types of solar panels, I think. And we wanted 4, half 4, okay. This might become a little uneven because I'm doing this on 2 different sides with the way the symmetry works, but it didn't have to be perfect, I don't think. It can be close enough. Well, actually, we can do it like this. Ah, we can eyeball it like this. We can say, is that high enough? I don't know. Like that. Something like that. Yeah, it's not close enough. Nope, still uneven. I think it wouldn't be, but it is. Oh, that's way too high. Yeah, I could sit here for 20 minutes trying to perfect these. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. I know. Gross enough, close enough. Let's see. Do I want to put... You know, I could honestly do this. But then that makes it top heavy, I think. How heavy is this mech jet? That's 0.5 and that's 0.2. Oof, yeah. We will take the lighter mech jet. Besides, the heavier one... the heavier one looks kind of ugly to me. To me, not doesn't have to look ugly. Everyone else is gonna look a little ugly to me. So we're gonna put mech jet right there. So there we go, mech jet. Now we also wanted 4. Not aerodynamics, I don't think. Oh yeah, it's under aerodynamics. Don't ask me why it's under aerodynamics, but it is 4 of those. Woohoo! Look at this. This is starting to look ugly. That brings us to 312.83. Cool. Where are these rockets located? They're located here. We do not want them located there. We actually want them on their own separate unit, which is right up here. We want to use them last if we use them at all. Alright, so these are those, and we want those up here as well. Done. Alright, so what do we get? We get stage 4 is 4,000. Stage 2 is unfortunately dropped us down to 3.5. Because we've just gotten so much heavier. Let's see, 3.5. Let's take this tank off and see if we can get that to go up. Because once we get our return ratio starts dropping really bad, we are going to have to kill our engines a little bit. Come on. Oh, this thing's getting really bad. What the hell? Oop. No, we just want one. Just the one, please. Thank you. And I'm going to drop this down. So what does this do to our thrust to weight ratio? 5,709. I can cope with that, I think. 5,709, I can absolutely cope with that. Perfect, perfect. If it weren't for symmetry, I could take off one of these and use the center one as one as well, but I would only have symmetry for 3. And, I mean, we could do it that way, I guess, symmetrically, but at the same time, not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. So, this looks like what we're going to start with, at least for now. Don't know how accurate or wonderful it's going to be, but we're going to start with it, and in order to do so, I am going to have to strap it down and asparagi it, and with the system currently slowing down every time I click on something, that's going to be really annoying video-wise. So for now, I'm going to cut here, complete this, and then I will see you guys out on the launch pad to see if we can get this sucker out into space. So I'll see you there in a few minutes. Okay, everyone, here we are out on the launch pad, of course. I think we're ready to go. I don't see why we wouldn't be. And so because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and slam down on the fuel and see if we can get into space as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So let's launch this thing. And once again, for whatever reason, some unknown reason, mind you, my frame rate's really low. I do apologize for that. It may be because of all the extra components. It may be because my machine has not been turned off for several days. Can't tell. Don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So, while I get an audio issue and try to get us into some semblance of orbit. Alright. We'll see what we can see. So I don't think there's going to be much here to keep on the recording, but since I'm too busy doing this to not record, I'm just going to keep the film running and then cut accordingly. So I'm not saying anything, that's why. Okay, everybody, we are in orbit. We do have this big rocket here right on our tail. Same as before, same as last time. Pretty awesome. I did realize halfway into my flight that although I do have a mapping system, I do not have our protractor, nor did I wait until Joule was in the optimal portion, and we did fly all the way out there last time. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to figure out where Joule is now and correct accordingly. So we may burn a little bit more fuel than I'd originally thought to get there. Oops, my bad. Still, not the worst thing we could have done. So because of that, let us set Joule as target. We can set Elu as... No, that's Elu. That's the wrong planet. I'm thinking Elu Moon. Joule, please. Thank you. Set Joule as target. Perfect. Yeah, let's zoom in and see what we can see. Let's see what we can get. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can get a burn super quick and still catch Joule without too much burny issue. But although it did take us 2 years to get there, and Joule moves pretty slow, but we move pretty fast. So who knows? We might have gotten lucky. I do not know. It is hard to tell. Let us find out. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Probably not what we need, but we'll try it. We will try it. Let's back up. I'm just kind of seeing which way we're going, what we're doing, where it's going, where it's headed. Where is it headed? Okay, it's headed not anywhere we want to go. Alright, there. Oh, really? Are we going? No, I tilted it 90 degrees. That's not the right direction. Wait, what? 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 I did a 90-degree tilt, not a 260 or whatever it is. There's no way we're going backwards. I'm flying this thing in the right direction, damn it. Right? Yeah, we're flying in the right direction. I don't know what the hell it's talking about. Okay, well, once again, it's going to take me a little bit of work. I'm not going to waste your time while I fiddle with it. So wait, when I get it fixed, I will bring you guys back so I don't have to worry about cutting out all the boring crap. So I will be right back, I swear. Okay, everyone, didn't take too long. Was able to get a burn that's roughly average, 2,519, not bad. Considering the first 519 will be taken up by our giant engine, so that leaves us a lot of fuel at the other end. Perfect. We're not going to be close to Joule at all. 1 billion, 1.7 billion. But all we need is an arc that will get us towards it, and the rest we can do out here when that little nuclear rocket we're carrying will do so much more. So before we do too much... Okay, I guess I will not stop recording in the middle of speaking. My apologies for that. I don't even know why I did that. I thought I was touching the map button. Totally my fault. Total apologies. But we are going to try not to do that too much more. And then we are also going to try to get this big lunk in the position that we need it to be in, so that we can get our probes where they need to be. That's right, little probe ships. Don't know how well they're going to work. Some might get lost in space, some might blow up, they may not detach. I don't know what will happen. We'll have to see. And I know people say burn a little bit early, but I like to burn right on. I think I've mentioned this in the past. May have cut it out, don't remember. I don't really like to burn, I do like to burn like close to, but I don't like to burn too early. And people always say, well, burn super early, it makes it easier. It's like, no, not to me it doesn't. To me it makes it not as functional, but that's me. So everyone's allowed to do their own little thing. This is what I do. Other people burn early, other people burn dead on. I like to burn dead on because I like the whole burn in T minus blah. Okay, hopefully that was not destructive to our little rocket unit. If it was, I guess we'll know later. We are slightly more maneuverable now, though. So this burn's going to take a little bit of time. And because of that, I don't want to waste your guys' time. So I would like to go ahead and pause here. Don't know if I'm going to cut here. May cut here, may not. Don't know. We'll have to find out. So for now, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me for Kilobyte Short on this portion of Kerbal Space Program, our probe ship to Lathe, which I've called the Scatter Probe, by the way, just so everybody knows. That is when I named it. And I will either see you in just a few moments when we're closer to Joule, or I will see you next video, depending on how long this has been. So thank you very much, and I'll see you there.